Hey guys, 64 here, and real quick before we get into this new episode of this new series we've got on the channel, I wanted to make a quick pre-video disclaimer that the episode that you are about to watch was recorded back in February 25th. It is currently May 10th, both obviously of 2022. I just wanted to let you all know that the video you're about to watch is a few months old, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm pretty sure in this episode I made a couple of state of the channel disclaimers. Not disclaimers, I don't know, I think I probably talked about series that are going on, and they are probably not true anymore, but I've already edited the video and I'm not entirely sure what I said, so this could be for nothing, but rather safe than sorry. Enjoy the video, guys. Alright, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our brand new Cornellverse series. Here we are making our triumphant return to the motherfucking SWF, my favorite company in the Cverse. It's been my favorite company since 2016. I've been playing since 2013, and didn't really get into them in 2013. I have no idea why. It was probably out of the 3 games I've played since launch, their most stacked roster. But the 2016 roster was just the most interesting to me. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it might be because of the Black Wednesday betrayal, where a couple of their big stars left, and then you had a couple of those upper mid-carders that really got to be pushed for the first time. I don't know. But basically, another game has come out, and again, in the big gap, major changes have happened for the SWF, and I feel like they are enough major changes to warrant a return to this glorious company. And before any of you get up in arms, no, Dave is not over. If you watched the WrestleRave video, I don't know, actually I haven't recorded it yet. I'm recording this before I have recorded the WrestleRave video. This is actually right after. I'm recording this a few days after the, what is the fucking event? Soul Survivor show. But I'm assuming on the WrestleRave video I am going to restate once again, because I've restated it a couple times by now, that Dave is not ending. We are just taking a break from Dave now that the season is over to start a new Cverse series, and maybe they'll coincide with each other. Or maybe I'll do a season of Dave, then do a season of SWF, then do a season of Dave, just kind of alternate seasons, but only focus on one company at a time. So here we are for the SWF. So probably the biggest thing that happened was Richard Eisen got fucking yeeted by the IRS. Does it take away anyone that's left the business? Or is he dead? Oh no. Am I stupid? What the fuck? Wait a minute. There we go. There he is. Alright. There. Okay, so basically the IRS guys, they infiltrated the SWF. It was some dude named Benjamin. Everything gets ruined by people named Ben, especially people that are British named Ben. So yeah, he got signed by the SWF thanks to his run in MAW, and yeah, but so the SWF are still around. They didn't get Yakuza'd like WLW. So the SWF are still around. However, Richard Eisen had to leave. He had to be forced into an early retirement, and no one really, it doesn't specifically say what it was that took down Rich, but it was pretty big, I guess. So now Jerry is in control, and that means our user character is Eric Eisen, who has since retired and married Emma Chase, I think. Yeah, I would also have a strong dislike of those people. Yes, no, he's engaged to Emma Chase, and he is the head booker, and he is not a wrestler anymore, so no big Eric Eisen heel run like I had with the first SWF series. So, other thing that happened is Jack Bruce and Skull to Bones retired. Only Jack Bruce made the Hall of Fame. And to replace them, we have Rocky Golden and Scythe. Scythe still not having a good render, and I thought I changed it. Here we go. This is the Scythe. I don't do alts, but that Scythe render is so fucking bad that this is... I will not use it. It's such a bad render. So here we go. There's Scythe, Rocky Golden, and then Remo is the only other real major star we have in the company. So, yeah, without further ado, here's the product. Let's run down the roster. Rocky's our figurehead. Without further ado, and then I add like 2 fucking delays. So these are our big stars. Rocky is currently our world champion. Clearly, I'm going to try to use all 3 of these guys as long as I can. Keep them at the top of the card for at least the first season of SWF. I don't know about after that because Remo and Rocky are getting up there in age. But Scythe will definitely be one of our bigger names for seasons to come. After that, we have our stars where Brandon James at 43 years old is still running strong somehow. Yeah, pretty cool for that. Des Davids is a star now, I believe. Oh, yeah, well, okay, he turned heel on American Machine. I know that. And I don't know if this is his first North American. This is his first North American title reign. So he's doing pretty well for himself. Mikey Lau is still at the top of the company. Or he's still kind of in that upper mid-card scene. He is yet to really break out. And obviously, I'm going to try to make that happen. It finally happened. The Bumfuls have finally broken up. And neither of them go by Bumful anymore because Bumful's a stupid name. So, Randy Unleashed is what he is called. He is the one that turned heel. And he is going to be an unleashed talent or whatever the fuck that means. We have Rogue, who is not a stoner in this universe, sadly. Sadly, I was really hoping that would have been canon. But yeah, he's also getting up there in age like Brandon James, so I probably won't be pushing him too hard for that. Maybe I'll have him challenge for the world title at the very beginning of the save, because I found in my experience with TEW that for the first few months, you really have to like fucking use what you have before you build new stars. What I used to do is try to build new stars right off the fucking bat, and it would really mess with my show for a good few months there. And I have since discovered that probably not the best strategy. We also have the Crippler, who in this universe has still yet to get a fucking world title run, which is a fucking shame. It is a damn shame that the Crippler hasn't gotten his world title run. Maybe, probably not though. But I love my Crippler. He's going to be in the same boat as Rogue and Brandon James. And then we have Valiant, also 39, same boat. So basically, like, we're really about to turn a new leaf with the SWF here. You can really tell that guys like Randy, Mikey, Des are going to take over for these older names. And yeah, hopefully we can make that transition good. Angry Gilmore really got the short end of the stick. He really should be in the same boat as the Crippler and Brandon James and Rogue, but like, for whatever reason, this guy just did not get the luxury of being a star. Adam Smasher is a fucking saint in this save. He gets the Midas touch thing, which basically gives him an extreme boost that can last anywhere between 3 months and 2 years. So this dude is going to be buffed, and I'm going to be pushing him in the greatest way possible. There was a SWF diary by my favorite Diary Dynasty writer, The Lloyd, and I'm going to be stealing just a couple of things. One of them is how I book Adam Smasher, and the other one is my plans for the Crippler with the start of the save. So if you really just want to be fucking spoiled, then read the diary and follow what Adam Smasher and the Crippler are doing. So yeah, that is all I'm going to say. I will leave a link to his diary in the description for anyone that wants to read it. There we go. We have Bear Bukowski. Still don't like him. He's actually good in the save, and he's not an asshole, but, like, he fucking tarnished his reputation with me in 2016. Like, I don't ever want to use him now. Akuma got called up and is teaming with High Flying Hawaiian, who is not a well-known. So they are a team now. Hollywood Brett Starr formed a stable called the Rat Pack with Monty Trescard and Paul Huntington, who are the tag champions of their Fame and Money. And then they have a lackey, Justin Sensitive. That reminds me, I also forgot to mention that Randy Unleashed has his own stable called Unleashed Awesomeness with the, believe it or not, the Awesomeness, and BJ O'Neill is their manager. So that is what they've been doing. Joey Morgan, again, kind of got short-staffed in terms of, like, I guess not every older name could have really been in that star scene, but my two favorites didn't make it, which kind of upsets me. So, but Joey Morgan's still a valuable name to have on your roster. John Greed never got pushed, which makes me sad, and maybe I'll try to do something with him before he turns 42. Jungle Lord is on his way out. This man is not going to last. He might last the whole season, but he's not going to be a well-known by the Supreme Challenge. Lenny Brown is a person who I'm going to strap the rocket to. I have a plan that, assuming he doesn't get injured and nothing goes wrong, he is going to be the biggest name of all time. I love Lenny Brown, and a lot of people like to put him over in this save. It's like, it's not to the extreme that if you've ever played TCW in this game, T-Bone Bright, like, apparently everyone wants to have sex with him. Like, every dude wants to fucking put this guy over, right? Like, they simp for T-Bone Bright hard. They don't simp too hard for Lenny Brown in comparison to T-Bone Bright, but Lenny Brown's got some simps on the roster. Mainstream never got pushed, which was kind of surprising. I really thought that, like, Mainstream and Brett Starr were going to be, like, the two big names, the two young big names to come out of the SWF in between 2016 and 2020, and that just didn't happen, which I'm going to make happen. I want to push my three biggest projects, or four, sorry, my four pillars. My four pillars are going to be Mikey Lau, Mainstream, Brett Starr, and Lenny Brown, assuming that nobody else catches fire or no one, blunders in the four pillars. Marshall Dillon has gotten called up, and he's teaming with Ranger as the Dallas Cowboys. I did not mention that Fame and Money are did I mention they're the tag champs? I don't think I did, but they are our tag champs. Primus Allen got called up, and I don't really know what to do with him. Like, he's not bad. He's got good menace. He's over, but, like, every time I have a SWF save, Primus Allen ends up getting lost in the shuffle. Maybe I'll try not to do that, but no promises. There's Ranger. Spencer Spade also got called up, and he is doing decently well for himself. He is also somebody... I'm not going to strap the rocket to Spencer Spade quite as hard as Lenny Brown or Mainstream or Brett, but I love my boy Spencer Spade, and he is also going to be getting a pretty big push. I forgot about Spencer Spade before I did my four pillars fucking gimmick, so he's also someone I want to push. And ZWB is he's here. I do like ZWB. I am going to push him, but in between 2016 and 2020, nothing really happened for him other than his breakup and subsequent feud with his brother. Recognizables, who we got? We have American Machine, who put on face paint and just cannot get a break. Like, after the breakup between Davids and Machine, he hasn't done much. Avalanche got called up in 2017. He's also kind of struggled. I do have a plan for him and his partner Chill. I'm going to be reuniting their tag team known as The Domination, and I have an idea for them. I don't want Kristen Pierce to manage them, though. I don't know what to do with her. I don't know what to do with her. She's not really that good of a... You know, like, I like her gimmick, but like, she's just not. I think I'll send her back to Dev. She doesn't want to go to Dev. I'll figure it out. I fucking reset my shit. Where were we? Wrestler, recognizable. We have the Pain Alliance. Have just kind of been in the tag division the whole time. Brett doesn't really do much. Most people suspect. I didn't actually notice this before. Most people suspect the only reason he's still employed is that SWF management don't want to hand TCW the chance to do a money-spinning Biggins Boys nostalgia run. Guess who did that? Guess who did that back in 2016 on YouTube? This guy. Charger Siaki is fucking. I don't know what his bio says. His bio is a lying fucking thing, bro. No. Oh, jury is still out whether or not the Samoan has what it takes. Dude, no, he does not have what it takes. Okay. Dominic D'Souza's, I don't know. I don't have any immediate plans for him, but I do like him, so there you go. There's High Flying Hawaiian. James Prudence is really, ever since Frederique left the company, James Prudence hasn't really done much, and he's also probably not. He's in the same boat as Primus Allen. It's like they're gonna get lost in the shuffle, and I like them, but they're gonna get lost in the shuffle. Makutsi is someone I really wish I could use because I do kind of like Makutsi. However, he is in a funk, which is basically the opposite of the Midas Touch thing, where he gets a major debuff to everything he does. I think in the ring, probably not on the mic, but everything he does in the ring gets immediately debuffed, and it's like, shit. Most of the time, I end up sending him down to RIPW until I can. I actually haven't had a save go long enough to where I've noticed that his funk has ended, but yeah, I send him to RIPW because I don't want to bury him, because I really do like Makutsi. Mass Patriot has gotten a new person instead of, what's his name? It's now Eric Lee. So there's that. Maddie Faith got called up, and he is teaming with Robbie Wright. No, not Robbie Wright. Who's he fucking teaming with? He's teaming with Mass Patriot. They are Faith and Old Glory, and they have a spot in the tag division simply just because I need teams. Up next is Oliver Cobb. For those who don't remember him from my 2016 series, if you didn't watch that, then this man might mean absolutely nothing to you. But for those of you that were viewers of my 2016 series, you might remember a certain illegitimate weed doctor by the name of Dr. Bill that would help supply Rogue with his own, let's just say, illegitimately legalized medical marijuana to help him win matches. As of right now, I don't have any plans to bring back the Dr. Bill character. Right now he's kind of teaming with fucking, what's his name? Is he teaming with anybody? Am I stupid? I think he's teaming with somebody. I think he's teaming with. I don't know. I don't think he is. I thought he was. Now I don't know. If he's teaming with someone, we'll find out later. Robbie Retro. Cool. Obviously not gonna get pushed, but I always kind of like Robbie Retro's gimmick. If we had like 2 minor titles, maybe I'd give Robbie Retro a chance, but as of right now, the plans for him are just kind of be a good comedy relief kind of thing. Speaking of comedy, this series is not going to be a complete. I guess the first SWF wasn't a complete joke either, but there was a lot of jokes going on in it, and I am gonna have comedy spots, but this one's gonna be a little more serious than the fucking old S. The hell was that? Fucking God. I don't know. I heard something on my fucking soda can. Bizarre. Robbie Wright got called up. And I have a plan for him, I think. maybe not. Nothing set in stone for him or Sammy Smoke or Steven Parker. Really don't have any immediate plans for any of these guys right off the bat. I could bring back the porn star Steven Parker. That might come back. That was fun. All guys that I really like. Is my ear fucking with me? Is that? I don't know what is going on. Now it's time for the unimportants. The unimportants are chill. Okay. And yeah, that's really it. So, cool. That's the roster. That was a quick run. Oh, maybe I should go through the on-screen managers and shit. BJ is managing the Awesomeness, I think. Dulce is managing Spencer Spade. Hannah's managing Valiant. Chrissy is managing Brandon James. And Kristen, again, don't know what I'm going to do with her. We have Emma Chase, who isn't really going to be doing any on-screen work. At least for now, she's just going to be on commentary. Eric Eisen is going to be our on-screen general manager. I'm not going to do a lot of the SWF diaries I've read always have some sort of like angle where it's, oh, Eric Eisen gets screwed out of being the next GM. I'm going to skip that. I'm not even going to do an angle really announcing that he's the GM. He's just going to be the GM right off the bat. So, and then Hannah, she's a manager. I don't need her to be an on-screen personality. Announcers maybe. No, should I just let me go any out of ring role? Any outside ring role. Ref, she's on commentary. That reminds me. So we are going to run with this commentary team for the first few Supreme TVs, just to see if Franklin Fumier, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Just to see if he Scott Stanfords me, and if he does, then we'll put Anna Garcia back on. But I do kind of want to, because he's young, and I kind of want to see if he really improves at all. And if he doesn't, then we can just cut him. We don't really need him. But Anna Garcia is going to be half on commentary, half our backstage interviewer. Black Hat's a road agent, ref. Anybody really else I need to... Joe Sexy, I might have do some stuff on screen. Because he has really good talking ability. Him and Squeaky McLean, I might do stuff on screen with them. So there's just a possibility. I thought I had alt for you. I don't. I have to port that one over. The Runaway Train in a Suit alt. So yeah, here's the stables. There's the Rat Pack, and there's Unleashed Awesomeness for those of you that don't have access to the save or don't play Cornelverse that much. So if you know me, you know that I like to run with the beginning storylines. So I have put all of my storylines in. So I'm not going to go into any of the ones I haven't made. But here's Big Money, Big Promos. We got Fear the Reaper. I renamed a few of them. Hawaiian Fame. This is a default storyline. Lenny's First Test is a storyline. Supreme Star Rising, the Triangular Feud. Those are all the starting storylines. The others, there's a little hint to what's going to be happening on the first few Supreme TVs. Here are our champions. Des Davids is our North American. Rocky Golden, the World Heavyweight, and the World Tag Champs are the Fame and Money. Here are all the teams. I think the tag division almost got completely overhauled from 2016. As the Awesomeness and the Pain Alliance are really the only two that have stayed. The Dallas Cowboys, Hawaiian Crush, Fame and Money, Faith and Old Glory, and Domination are the all new teams. We're still on Can. Oh, that reminds me. For those of you that have played SWF saves will know this. That it is very, very difficult to hit at least for your first few shows, it is very difficult to hit the storyline requirement. So just fully prepare for at least me to like drop down from large to big, because it is, if you do not hit this storyline requirement, it will completely tank your show rating. And I might actually end up getting dropped by Can. I know that happened to Jerome, also the 4-brand save guy like Ben. I know that happened to Jerome in one of his saves where he actually got dropped by Can. And because they have a... What is it? They have a... How do I do this? I like lose where I'm at. They have an 81. So, oof. here's all of our events. I didn't make any changes. So out of fairness, I have the event pre-booking thing as active, so I have to pre-book things. And so out of fairness, I have 4 of the 8 pre-booked matches, just kind of like a, hey, SWF previously pre-booked this match. And I only did it as feuds that were already happening, so it's not like me creating a feud out of nowhere. So we have Brandon James and Mikey Lau was pre-booked already. Hawaiian Crush and Fame and Money was pre-booked already. Lenny Brown and Des Davids was pre-booked already. And Spencer Spade and Jungle Lord. Those have all been announced in the build before this episode of SWF in canon, I guess. I don't know. That's just how I run with things. Here's the RIPW roster, and you want to talk about complete overhauls. Here's a bunch of guys you've never heard of. I don't think RIPW gets a decent overhaul within each game, but I feel like this year more than ever, there's a bunch of guys you've just never seen before. So yeah, there's RIPW. That might be it, actually, out of all things that I need to go over. I really showed everything else. So yeah, that is the introduction video. I hope that gave you guys kind of a little teaser as to what I'm going to be planning for the SWF. Oh my god, I almost forgot. I have owner goals on, and I was going to simulate one day into the future just so you all could get my live reactions to these owner goals. I had a offline save with Tyler and Jerome where we all played a Big 3 company and I was SWF, and I really want to keep this save close to what I did to that offline save because I really liked what I did in that offline save and I wanted to bring it to YouTube. However, a couple things might change due to these owner goals. Let's see it. House show was held. Cool. I don't care. And the owner goals are they cannot fall into debt. Easy. Yes. That is not going to be easy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. I have a couple of names that I know I'm going to sign that might have screwed me out of one of them. If it did, I will let you know on the first episode of SWF who I was planning on signing that I now cannot because they do not meet these owner goals. And, that's another thing. A rule I'm going to have on myself is I have a cap. 50 wrestlers. I can only have 50 active wrestlers on at a time. And I'm at 48 right now, and Makutsi might get sent down to Dev. That's why I might send him down to Dev, just so I can bring in some people instead of having this guy on my roster that I'm just not going to use. So, but yeah, max of 50. If I'm at 50 and let's say someone's contract in TCW expires that I really want, Jay Cord's contract expires, and I go in the bidding war for him, I can sign him since he's going to have that grace period, right? He's going to have the grace period where it's like he has to work 30 more days with TCW before he can work for you, right? And once the second that grace period's over, I have to either send someone down to Dev, fire somebody. Like, I'm not allowed to have more than 50. It's obviously not going to be a thing where, if I break it, I'm going to fucking punish myself, but I'm not going to let myself break it. Just to keep the roster size somewhat manageable, not have too many new signings that are going to get lost in the shuffle, because we already have a bunch of guys that are lost in the shuffle right now. Steven Parker, Primus Allen, James Prudence, all solid hands that I just can't use because he's a really fucking good worker. Fucking damn. And he just gets lost in the shuffle. That's a shame. So yeah, that's going to do it for the intro video. I'm going to record up to when Hell Freezes over. Not today. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this because it's whatever. I'm going to do pre-recording up to when Hell Freezes over, basically, before this episode even airs. So if you have any suggestions for me, just know I will not get to them. I will not, act on anything until this pay-per-view's over, just because I can't. But do leave anything you want to see, any suggestions, any people you want me to see me sign, anyone you want to see push, de-push, any of that stuff. Leave it in the comments. And I hope you're all excited for this new era of the SWF that we are going to be a part of. and I will hope to see you all in episode number 1.